all dear brothers. Glad to have you here, Mataji, in the seva. Happy
Thank
for you.
Thank you so
Hope
much,
you're
ma'am.
doing well. Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
prayers, yes.
Yes.
Your prayers have helped me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So, and you said the question, 3 stages of Brahman. What was your question, Mataji?
My question was, Mataji, there was the summary given by Bhakti Vinod Thakura from verse, I don't remember the verse exactly, till, yes, verse 107 to verse 111 about the Brahman like emergence with the Brahman, then worshipper of the Brahman, like that. It was in one of the purpose. Yeah. Maybe I'll just go back and search the purpose.
Yeah. And then you can post it in the Chaitanya Charitamrita reading
Yes.
group. So I can take a look
Yes.
at that and leave a voice message there.
Yes,
That way
yes,
I know
Mataji.
what exactly you're referring. Yeah.
That'll be
Yes.
better. Yes, Mataji,
Yes.
I'll do it.
Yes. So, yeah. And thank you for the reflections. What is a pure devotional service? Explaining what that pure devotional service means. When Divya Deha, when the spiritual body is there, then there will be pure devotional service. The Acharya has just said it in one sentence. When the spiritual body is there, then there is pure devotional service because they will be able to remember Krishna. They can offer loving service to Krishna. That's pure devotional service. In one sentence, bol diya Acharya. But that's what we are being given here. So, you know, I give this example again. Our hand, we actually have on the hand, if we put our hand in the mud, very thick, sticky mud, put the hand in there, thick and sticky. So, it can be, you know, the tar, the black thing, black stuff that is poured out on the concrete on the road, like that, black tar. So if we put our hand in that, the black tar, our hand gets not only black, but it is pretty sticky. It is pretty sticky and it sticks onto the hand like, and when we let it dry, we let it dry and then let it dry and wash it off. Does it come? It doesn't come because it is so sticky. These sticky things they just stick on atom to the atom, not a dry sticky. They are deeply sticky. So if we put our hand like that in the tar and our hand comes out black, not only black, but very sticky, dirty there, it will have the shape of the hand. But there is a layer of dirt there, the black dirt tar. Not just one time. When we let it dry and we put it again. And we let it dry and we put it again. Let it dry and put it again. I say, if we do that to our hand, after we do some time, then the hand, it almost loses its shape. We will not see any fingers there. Because the layers of dirt covers the hand and the fingers so much that we only see our hand when it is dipped into the dirt and taken out. We only see our a straight stick dipped into the dirt and coming out like that. So our condition is, though we are spirit souls, pure spirit souls, but there is so much dirt, sticky, very dried up, sticky dirt in layers and layers, that we are actually lost the shape of the hand also. Like we lose the shape of the hand when we dip in the dirt so many times that we don't see the fingers. We only see that there a stick-like hand goes in and there is a sticky dirt on this, rod-like hand. That's all. There are no more fingers seen. So हमारा हालत ऐसा है. And with this, in this condition, now we are hearing about Krishna. In the Krishna Katha, we'll come to know, oh my goodness, so my original condition is like that original hand, which is deeply embedded on beneath these layers of sticky tar, that I can't even move my fingers. I can't even feel my fingers. I don't even feel my hand. So that's who I am. With all those fingers, with that movement, with that sensation on the skin. So that's who I am. I don't feel any of that. I don't see any of that. All I see is like this stick with layers of tar, dirty tar, black tar. That's all I see. And with this dirty, not just a dirty hand, it has lost its form. The fingers are also deeply embedded in that coating of dirt. With that, we try to do the service. We try to do the nama. We try to do the seva. We do the bhakti with that thickly coated dirty hand. So that's the kind of bhakti that is going on with us when we have these layers of dirt on our hand. Nevertheless, it should go on, because there is no other way, as Prabhupada was saying, and all of you were sharing in the reflections. Devotional service has to go on. The hand has to at least move. There is no sensation. No sensation. Fingers can't move. At least the hand has to move here and there in devotion. Yes, the dirt is dripping, but the hand has to move. The seva has to go on. But we should understand कि मेरी हालत ये है. Now this is full of mud. And how can that mud, we can get rid of that sticky layered mud? It doesn't just go with, you put that hand under the tap, which is trickling water, drops of water. Would that go away? That's not an ordinary mud. It's not a dry mud. It's not even wet mud. It's wet, sticky. So atom to atom sticky, and it is layered. Would that go away just with trickling water every now and then? And then we think, oh, bhakti is not helping. I don't feel my hand. Trickling water is not enough. Okay, open the tap. Full. Would that go away? Good luck. That is not enough, because the situation is very sticky and dirty here. I don't feel the sensation of my hand. Then what do we do? A jet water hota hai na, not the tap water, but where, these firefighters, that's the only jet water that I could think of. Yeah, with such a jet, the water comes in, and we might feel like, the hand may fall off. So वो jet water होता है ना, when we feel like, we put the hand in front of that jet, we will not be able to. इतना jet है ना. So, but when that jet water, when the hand is put in that jet water, wherever that hand can stand with the jet, and only then the dirt will start to move. It has to be soaked first. इतना dry हो गया. Does it just go off like that? No, it has to be soaked. And as there is constant exposure to that jet water, and When there is some amount of soaking that is happening, then slowly, a little bit of dirt will start to come out. And then in that way, thoda sa, layers and layers and layers. After prolonged exposure of soaking, and constant exposure to the jet water, then the layers would start to come out. And slowly we will see, as the layers coming out, then we will see some outline of fingers there. Their fingers are not visible yet. Outline of fingers there. Then we will see, oh, so these are fingers, huh? Some outline of fingers. Then we continue that. Then we may be able to move the fingers a little bit. Still no sensation yet. Still the layers are there. And then when that is continued, then finally, when all those layers of dirt is washed off, and fingers start to move, and we start to feel the water. Then up until then, the jet of water is coming, but there is no feel on the skin yet because the water didn't touch the skin yet. So finally, when all that layers is washed off, and the water starts to touch the skin, then we'll be like, whoa, so this is my skin, huh? So this is the water, huh? That sensation, huh? That is the spiritual body. The spiritual body that is so deeply embedded beneath this material body, not just this gross material body, very thick, subtle body of mind, intelligence, and ahankara. Our spiritual body is so deeply embedded in there. So that's when the pure devotional service, when we start to feel with that spiritual body, the waters, when we start to feel, that's when the pure devotional service begin. Up until then, we should understand, up until then, this is all mixed devotional service, muddy devotional service going on. Nevertheless, the process remains the same. We have to be under that jet water of Acharya Vani, constantly exposed to that. Thoda sa, if we are going away a little bit from that jet water, the tar is right there. We don't even have to dip our hand in the tar. And this is the world of modes. So the process remains the same, the jet water of Acharya Vani. The thing is, this jet Acharya Vani is like jet water, descending mercy, the Ganges flowing down with such force. It is like that. But why don't we feel like that when we are reading Srila Prabhupada purport? That is Acharya Vani. Why don't we feel like that when we are hearing the bhajans of Acharya? That is Acharya Vani. Because our layers of dirt is so thick. Even the flow of the Ganges falling on us is also, he is also not giving us any sensation of water on us. Our layers are so thick. Aisa hai hamara halat. And that's why we get together, devotees get together. Then as we get soaked in the Vani, then we will, in the devotee Sangha, it is easier to get rid of the dirt. When we hear what Acharya Vani is about, when we get a little help of how to understand this Acharya Vani, how pure it is, how potent it is, that happens with devotee Sangha. Apne aap se nahi hoga. Especially in the beginning, good luck. If there is no devotee association, one cannot just go on thinking that, okay, I will just hear Acharya Vani. I mean, Acharya Vani is potent, but if that's all they need and they can come out of, come to the stage of Susukam Kartuma Vyayam, yes, there are fortunate souls like that, but that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen so often, especially in the beginning stages of bhakti. So, being in the association of the devotees is the key. Actually, that's the key in the beginning, in the middle, and eternally also. In the beginning, to get rid of the dirt. In the middle is to continue to get rid of the dirt. Eternally is to relish the bhakti together. Yes, sir. So that's the foremost thing, devotee association. We cannot do bhakti on our own until we get to the stage of ruchi. It's not possible. Not possible to do bhakti on our own until we get to the stage of ruchi. When there is natural ruchi from within, then you make the devotees around, even if you are alone. When it is just a very delicate creeper, we will need the support. So, yeah, the process, devotee association, must. Why do we get together? So we can hear the Acharya Vani. We can get exposed to this jet water. That's why we get together, to hear the Krishna katha, Acharya Vani. And only with this, the Krishna Nama can go on. Otherwise, we will not even have the inspiration and strength to go on with 16 malas of japa. Forget about the quality of chanting. Even the chanting also will not go on without devotee association and katha. So this is the key factor. Devotee association and katha, and then the nama will go on. Then one is naturally inspired and the seva will certainly go on. So devotee association means there is katha and there is seva. That is devotee association. Like that. So that the process remains the same. But this is what happens. Initially, it is all muddy devotional service. But when all the mud is when we get rid of it, then the pure devotional service begins. Like that. So that's what we have heard. That's all, Mataji. I will leave a little room for you all to say something, if there is anything. Otherwise, we can go to your favorite shloka.
Thank you, Mataji. I especially liked the analogy that you gave, how the tar sticks and how the water jet, it cleans slowly. That is Shravanam. And finally, when the skin comes, that is the true spirit that we realize. That was a wonderful analogy, which drew in the point of the significance of association and advancement in Bhakti, Mataji.
Yeah, advance in Bhakti means getting rid of the dirt. Getting rid of the dirt until we actually can feel that skin. That is what advancement is, purification until we get to. And the other thing is, during this process of dirt coming out, we have to understand the only thing that can help us to get this dirt off our hand is the jet water. Generally, what we do is, oh, jet water hai na, I don't know if there is something happening here. Let me somehow feel the skin. I say, what we do is we go off the jet water. We go off the Krishna katha and Krishna nama, and with the same dirty, muddy hand, we'll try to look for solutions around. We go here and there, and we try with the same dirty hand. We try to take off the dirt on our hand. Excuse me, that ain't gonna happen. We cannot take off. So going away from devotion, going away from the devotees and nama and japa, this dirt is not going to come out. That we have to understand. Those are looking for the band-aid fixes. Then the true skin, you will doesn't
Yeah.
come out and will not be able to feel the water. That is something to keep
Also,
in mind.
yes, Mataji. Also, Mataji, I feel the mind is, like Prabhupada says, it is so rascal. We actually give ourselves all 100 points to whatever we are doing, and what we think that we are always right. But in devotee Sangha, so that is again a purification.
That mind is the mud. The mud will not
Yes.
say I am not dirty. Only when we are
Yeah.
in devotee Sangha and when we hear the katha, we see that it
Yeah.
is dirty. Mind will not say I am dirty. So we
Yes.
should. That is why there are do's and don'ts in the devotional.
Yes.
First, unless we follow the do and don'ts, it is take it for granted that we are embedded in the mind. Initially,
Right.
the do's and don'ts have to be followed. The do's is everyday devotee Sangha, period. If that is
Yes.
not happening, then there is nothing to be said. There will be no bhakti, period. If there is no devotee Sangha, there is no bhakti initially. That's why the do's and don'ts are there. Yes.
Yes. Right,
If we are
Mataji.
giving an excuse not being in devotee association, we are only buying problems for our own self. ऐसा होता है. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Mataji.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I will ask other devotees if they have any questions or reflections on this note. Then please go ahead.
अगर कुछ नहीं है तो आप you can go to the important shloka.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So